Good to see you.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey, the ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening.
All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. It is December 16th, 2024. I'm going to give you an update on this drone problem, issue, thing, whatever you want to call it, that is going on. We do have some developing things. I'm also going to go back into regular programming, but I will give updates on this. So you are, of course, seeing some different images on your screen of the different drone techs. First thing you're seeing is what China can do with it, which should blow your mind, first of all. Then you're going to see some video footage of how the size of the military tech of what these drones can look like. And then, of course, we have some regular old footage. But the main thing right now, as you heard in Trump giving his update with everything, is the New York Police Department has found a huge drone in Brooklyn, but it's belonging to a research and product development company called Emoji. Thing is probably about 5-6 foot across in all dimensions. Pretty big, but so the NYPD is looking out for him. People are starting to look for him, but still, we haven't gotten a great idea of what is what from our people in officialdom, like the national security folks. John Kirby, you might know him. He is the National Security Council spokesman. He said, our assessment at this stage is that the activity represents commercial hobbyists or law enforcement drones, all operating legally and lawfully, along with some aircraft or even stars mistaken for drones. Now, there's a lot of people that think that this is exactly what it is. It's just a lot of mistakes. And, people are just mistaking what they're seeing in the sky. I look up and I see something that's got red and green lights on it, then, I'm like, oh, it's a plane, something FAA approved. But a lot of people are saying that it is different stuff, and as some of the footage about to go about, you're going to see there are some definitely interesting stuff. There also is a story about some nuclear material that has been missing, which is getting some play out there. It's category 3, which isn't really life-threatening or anything. But, of course, my theory is that they're sniffing for something and either practicing that or actually full-on there's intel that there is something going on. So the United States Nuclear Regulatory Commission reported that radioactive material was lost in New Jersey. So the radioactive shipping container arrived at its destination damaged and empty, whatever that means. So the theory is that they're using military drones and they are sniffing for a spill site of some sort. Other people, of course, are accusing the Biden regime of nuclear cover-up and saying everything is fine, whereas other people are saying this is the new East Palestine. So for those that don't remember that terrible train wreck that happened in East Palestine, Ohio. Also, there was a drone that crashed on an airfield at Nantucket Memorial Airport last night. So whatever that may be. All kinds of other stuff. There was a guy out in California, 39-year-old, I believe Chinese national, who was getting ready to go back to China after using drone to take sensitive footage of stuff, but they got to him first. Yesterday I reported that in Stonington, Connecticut, there was supposedly someone reported that a drone had dropped into a solar field and was zapping up energy. I can't confirm or deny any of that. These are all, hearsay. That's what it is. And that's why there's such a desire to know what is going on. One thing the feds have put out there today, though, is that they have a limited authority to shoot drones down over New Jersey. And that is according to Mayorkas, okay, everybody's favorite. So he is a DHS secretary, and he said that he provided an update, and the rash of apparent drone sightings, as he called them, in the Jersey area, he says that the government will take action to address all this, but effectively the feds don't have any authority to shoot them down as it stands right now. So they're saying it is a commercial hobbyist, and it's operating legally and lawfully, and unless something changes that gives them the green light to go shoot these things down, they don't have the ability to shoot it down. I believe the guy taking pop shots the other night on my video, I believe that guy was using an airsoft gun. So anyway. So, back to regular programming as we all sit there and see what is going on, and it takes our eyes on the prize and off and onto the shiny objects. Hold on real quick. Whoosh, for those that know. So, back to the prepper and everything, is going terrible. We are kind of in a bit of an economic problem right now. I don't know if you guys know. I know my regulars do. They've been here, and I've been covering this for a very long time, because things like the cost of living is basically untenable anymore, and people can't really handle food prices. So, this drone thing is a nice departure, but reality is still setting in, and the reality is that a lot of our prices are going up. In ways that we've never seen before. So, one example, that would be Arabica beans, or Arabica, however you want to pronounce it. This is your coffee. That has gone up by 80%. So, that is an international commodity. I love coffee. I drink seltzer, which you just heard me crack into a lemon lime Waterloo. And then I love coffee. I drink coffee in the morning. I drink seltzer at night. So, Tuesday, last Tuesday, topped $3.44 a pound, having jumped more than 80% in the last year. So Robusta beans, it's the cheaper one, that also hit a fresh high in September. So we're having problems with the prices of things. Maybe you drink orange juice. Yes, 327% increase over the last 3 years alone. Now, a lot of people think that this drone thing, they don't want people able to fly these incredibly important intelligence-gathering machines so they can look at things like Hurricane Helene or Hurricane Milton. But fact is that these hurricanes and others have really cost us, and, put it all together, so we are paying more. The hurricanes and the weather and everything has been kind of nasty, and it's pushing the orange juice price to the highest it's ever been. That's been the last 3 years. So Milton destroyed 3 million boxes of oranges. That's the smallest orange harvest in about 100 years. And then you take on issues in Brazil with a drought and other stuff. Well, it's all up on the Intercontinental Commodity Exchange by 80%, and that is $5.25 per pound. So we are not really doing well. And I don't have to tell you about what's going on with eggs. I mean, if I could go back and kiss my own butt for doing something many years ago, but getting chickens was one of the smartest things we ever did. So there's places in California where eggs are $4 or $5 for just a regular old dozen, not even organic. So that's a problem. And eggs are a great source of protein. So if you like protein, the U.S. cattle herd has fallen to the lowest since 1961. And that's when our population is about half what it is now. So we are in a financial distress kind of zone. But it's not just us. It's all over the place. Today, or at least in the last few days, Russia's State Duma has proposed reintroducing Soviet-style food rationing cards nationwide. So Kamchatka, which is peninsula out to the east, already has the cards for fish, but Kaliningrad plans to use them for people that are on pensioners, or retired, as we say here in the States, by 2025. I mean, if things are not going well, the fact that they are using a food ration card like the Soviets did should tell you everything you need to know. And also, unfortunately, there are not good things for the financial system out there, as we have also covered here many, many times. It seems that the London Stock Exchange is on the worst year for departures since the global financial crisis. And fears are getting up there that the FTSE businesses are going to quit the UK in favor of New York, because basically Europe is a terrible place for business right now. There are a total of 88 companies that have delisted and transferred their primary listing from London and the FTSE, and they're moving them. So the FTSE is basically their stock exchange. It's London Stock Exchange Group runs it, and 88 have left, and only 18 are taking their place to get up there. So they're down by 70. That's the biggest since 2009. So that's a lot in the last 15 years. And when companies do this, it means they're going public, and it means they're creating business, and they're creating jobs, and they're doing like that. Well, they're not. They're taking jobs away. So we're into the negative, and it's a recessionary sign. And so London, Europe, all of it is not really enticing anymore to business, and they're moving. They're moving to Asia. They're moving to America. Some are even moving down to South America and Africa. Argentina has really had some impressive things go on since Javier Milei has got in there, So, the 18 large London-listed groups that are flight risks are Rio Tinto, British American Tobacco, and they're looking for other places like maybe Australia or the U.S. And Goldman Sachs said that more UK companies are thinking about moving their listings to the U.S., and the UK's valuation gap to the U.S. has become larger. We reported over here that the euro and the dollar are going to be on par with each other very soon, which has not really been seen before. So, problems, folks. Okay? Hopefully you enjoyed the drone update. But we're going to do that, and then we'll come back and we'll do the old PrepperNow stuff that's been the bread and butter for many years. Because if you're not prepping, then you're setting yourself up for failure. We promote FEMS here: food, energy, medicine, and security. Food, of course, includes water. You should have good sources of water and food that are stored and can be had over, shelf-stable type of capabilities. And then from there, you need to have something that can get your energy going so you can preserve your food through refrigeration or anything else, even if it's a root cellar. And then, of course, medicine and security are also big things. So, friends, that is how we're going to leave it today. I appreciate you. Please consider joining us here as a member on YouTube. Have many people that are doing that now. It's just $2 a month. Keeps the information coming. And also, you can join us on Subscribestar and Locals, which is $3 a month. You can get about 10 posts a day there of stuff that is harder to find out there because it's suppressed. And then, of course, you've got Gab, Minds, Truth, X, and I think that's all of them. Twitter. So join me over there. But keep coming back for more. We'll do the best we can to keep the information as on par and good and nice and straightforward without all the hyperbole. Okay, that's how we like to do it here. But there's a lot of terrible things going on, not just the drones, but just life in general. It's not going to be a great Christmas for many people out there. So be thinking of that as you get into the holiday spirit. But we hope you're having a great one. God bless, and we will see you on the next one. PrepperNow out.
Look how big it is. It's not moving. It's just sitting there. Look at that.